another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
And hello. Oh, hello. To all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, darling, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. What's going on in your world? Honey, it's another glorious day, darlings. Another glorious day, and I know you know what time it is, honey, so you have all of your crumpets together because, darling, it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings. With Big Meat. What's up? What's up? Baby. It's been one of those days. It's been a productive day. We had a wonderful time earlier this morning. My car club, she's where we came out to come and represent with the city of College Park. And we were this morning doing some community service work, honey. They needed some help and wanted volunteers to come out to help paint. There's a wall along Main Street and Camp Creek that enters into College Park and or into downtown College Park. And so that particular wall is going to be a mural. And so we had to prime it and everything. So we went out there to go and help get all that together and things. And we did a few things out there with the children. And yeah, it was fun, honey, sitting up there and getting it done. But you know what the best part about that was? We had more volunteers than we had paint sticks and things of that nature, which is fabulous. So we were alternating the brushes and carrying on and this, that, and that. It was wonderful. Come on out. And, you know, it felt good to have citizens of College Park driving through, blowing their horns, you know, hollering out the window, thank you for your service and that kind of stuff. That felt really good. And, you know, to know that you are doing your part to uplift the community and carry on, that's such a beautiful feeling, you know. Not everybody is able, or not everybody could do it in the same fashion. Now, we did it this way. Other folks may do it in other types of ways. Maybe you provided lunch or something for the school children, or, you know, did something with backpacks and stuff for the kids for the school giveaways or whatever. Maybe you went down and, you know, you went to the homeless shelters and fed it and did it that way with the homeless shelters. However you do it, I don't like the term give back is another one of those terms, honey, that's becoming politicized now, right? In my view. But anytime you are of service, okay, to your fellow man or fellow woman or fellow child, when you are of service to one another, that there is such a beautiful feeling, and it's a spiritual thing because you can't buy that. You can't buy that feeling. You can't manufacture that feeling. That there is just genuine from the heart, and it's given in love. And when you see how it touches other people, that's just unspeakable joy that it just can't be bought, honey. It just cannot be bought. It's a beautiful feeling. So we had that, and then we had to do some other runnings and stuff because, you know, we're preparing for July 23rd. As a matter of fact, let me play the commercial right now. Just listen to the commercial, Chad.
The time has come for you to experience Fierce Throttle, starring Miss Samantha Stevens Divinity, Miss Gigi Lavelle, Miss Scarletta Lavella Mafia Carmichael, and direct from Baltimore, Maryland, Miss Tania Lachey, and our very special guest, the one and only, the First Lady of Gospel, Ms. Helena Hologram. Friday, July 23rd, 2021, at the Magic Luxury Occasions, 2479 Riverdale Road, College Park, Georgia, in the Jamestown Plaza. For more information and tickets, call 404-914-5610. Come on out, son. It's time to get fabulous, darling, and fierce. Yes!
Are y'all ready? You ready to experience the fabulousness, honey? You ready to be fierce, darling? Oh, come on out, honey. It's going to be a bombastic time. And for those of you who've never seen Samantha Stevens Divinity, honey, you get to see her live and in person. Yes, yes, yes. I got to go through and I got to start rehearsing music and stuff. Although usually I don't do that till like a couple of days before the show. So I really know what it is that I want to do because, you know, I have to let my music get into my system and care. Now, I just can't pick a number and say, oh, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. I'm not one of those kind of girls. I just can't do that. My music has to touch me and has to have a meaning and a message in it, you know, in order for me to emote that to the audience. Oh, okay. So that there's what's going on in our world over here. We had a wonderful, wonderful day. Been going out trying to get a few more things that we need for tables and things, and they were trying to come up with a couple of other ideas, you know, that's going to give us what we need to have a bombastic time. Because this here is my first show that I'm producing, you know, in this particular fashion. My first cabaret show that I'm producing here in Atlanta. So, you know, I want to make sure that it's cute and carrying on. If you want tickets and things, go to you can call me at 404-914-5610. And everything is done through Cash App, hopefully. If you don't have Cash App, we can make a way for that. Tickets are $20 in advance or $25 at the door. And we're doing wristbands, okay? So we're going to have the cute little wristbands. We got purple wristbands for the advance tickets. And those of you who get them at the door, you're going to get lime green ones because those are our colors, purple and green. So, yeah. So we know who's who and how this is done, honey. Our vendor is going to be Fourth Ward Originals. Y'all know when I had the little squeezy bottles liquor, yeah, she's going to be there. She's going to be setting up, and that's where you're going to get your liquor from, honey. I can't call it a cash bar because it's not a bar, but beverages, honey, will be supplied by Fourth Ward Originals. So, honey, put your glad rags on. Come on out there and get a little sippy cup. A little squeeze bottle, honey. You can sit there, be cute, and carry on and enjoy the show, darling. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Y'all know Helena Hologram has been here on the show with us. You know, she's our co-host from time to time, and she'll come in and be our special guest correspondent. This is going to be a joy. I haven't performed with my sister in, a couple of years now, so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So this is what Nikki was just about to come up in here, and then it says her device is not connected, so she got to go out and come back in. Something is, you know what is going on with technology today? The technology is really giving us a lot of problems and things of that nature, you know. And then we just had this rainstorm come through here. Child, I was in Miss Mavis out here. I had just come back from trying to find some things that I needed for the show. I'm in the car, and I said, okay, I'm about to get out. And it started raining. I said, okay, but I was watching a video. Then I said, okay, baby, next thing I know, lightning struck, and then all of a sudden, it just started tap dancing on the hood of the car and on the roof. And I was like, oh, my God. And I said, no, I'll stay here for a minute because, you know, I didn't want to it was raining so hard to where I would have been drenched in like that a little short amount of time. It was ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, it just stopped. I'm like, oh no, honey. Okay. So whatever this storm is that is going up the way It just blew over, and we've had bouts of it in different areas and carrying on. It was on one side of town here, it was on one side of town there, and none of the two have met in between. So now it's just traveling on through. So it's going up the coastline somewhere. But yeah, so you guys be careful out there and call it grace. Okay. Another special announcement. Along with the tickets, this and we're asking if you guys can't make the show, but you want to support it, you're more than welcome to support it. We ask that you sponsor a ticket or two. And that there you can send it to this cash app. Let me put this up, put a banner up here so that you guys will know where you can send it. Okay. And that there is $ Shiro. Wait a minute, I'm spelling it wrong. Shiro Car Club 2020. That's it. Okay. $ Shiro Car Club 2020. Okay. That's where you can send if you want to just make a donation and stuff or just support us because we are in anniversary mode. You guys know that the radio show and now the TV show, District T Entertainment, we are 12 years old now. Praise God. And the car club, Shiro Hero Car Club, is now, it'll be 2 years old on July 24th. So we're combining, since I'm a member, we're combining our anniversaries. And so we're putting all of this together to make it happen. So Shiro Car Club 2020 is where you will send your donations. We also will be having a virtual 50-50 raffle. I'm going to say 2020, Lord. I'm going to say 50-50. We're having a virtual 50-50 raffle where tickets are $2 a piece, or you get 3 for $5. And what happens is you're going to put your name and your phone number on. If it's virtual, you're going to send it in. You're going to cash app it to us, okay? And we're going to give you your numbers, okay? You make sure you give us your phone number so we know what's going on. And what's going to happen is at the show, July 23rd, we're going to go live on Facebook. And we're going to pull that ticket. And we're going to call you live on the air. And once we confirm your cash app and carry on, we're going to send you your winnings immediately to your cash app, honey. Okay. So that there was that. And we're going to call that grace. Wait a minute, Nikki, you ready? She ready. She ready. Tiffany Haddish. Okay. Come on up in here, go.
She ready. I look a mess.
Okay.
Ready, but that's because you guys know I have a 7 a.m. flight. So I'm taking a break. I was cleaning up. Y'all know me and Cole, whenever we go somewhere, we make sure the house is clean before we leave. So when we come back, if we're tired, even though she's still going to be here, I ain't want to leave stuff that I know I messed up for her. So
okay.
That's a little crazy. I wanted to say what we do with the tickets is if you're not going to be in the presence, that's why we ask you to put your phone number there. We're going to screenshot you a picture of your ticket.
Oh, your tickets.
So you will know what your number is.
Right.
That's the way we do it. So make sure you know, if your phone ain't on, make sure you in some Wi-Fi. So you.
Okay, right. Okay.
I'm just saying, sometimes it happens. It's happened to me before.
Okay.
I wanted to piggyback off what you said earlier. Yes, we had a good time out there this morning. And it got done way faster than what
we had anticipated. Go solo. I'm a solo. You so I go get something to drink.
Okay. Us paying, y'all can see I still haven't changed yet because I've been running ever since. Y'all see me. Shiro.
Hero.
We got done very fast because it was a good amount of people out there. And as I kept saying, this is my part to the line. Y'all know I got a Napoleon complex. I'm only 5'3". So, you know I couldn't get it up but so high. But me, Thickum, and Queen, we made sure, and Mook got sick. Oh my God, my baby got sick. I thought she went to go smoke or something. This child was over there sick as a damn dog. So our sergeant at arms, Money, had to take her home, but she did work for a good amount of time before that happened. So and then Meech came, you know, he taller than us.
That's for my mother.
So he could get taller than us. So us short people made sure we got it to the line, and then Big Meech came and did it a little higher. And then they had some very nice gentlemen up on ladders. Now y'all know Auntie ain't getting up on nobody's damn ladder, sure ain't. Because if I fall, y'all, I love college work. I really do. But if I fall, so because we was out there doing it for the people, I didn't want to have to cost the people no money. So I stayed my ass on the ground. Yeah, like me said, then we did some running around after. We went over to the venue just to get an idea of the things that we want to do on the outside part of the venue. Then we all did some running around for other stuff. Oh, let me tell y'all. So I'm doing, I shouldn't be moving around because I'm in pain, but I gotta show y'all this shit. Ooh. So I'm doing the centerpieces for our show, right?
Okay.
And, even the ones that I started on aren't finished because we're waiting for other flowers, right? But can you guys see this? Do you see this beautiful purple and green? These are our Shiro Hero colors. This in here is black sand with gold dust, right? Y'all see that? That's purple, right? And we all agree that's purple?
Right.
Okay. So we didn't have enough for me to finish. I still have some more, but it wouldn't have been enough to complete all of them. So we put in an order. I, went on down to the Amazon, ordered some more. Now, Meech, what happened was the vendor that we got them from the first time didn't have them. So they give you a suggested. The purples were out from them. So, they give you a suggested. What the hell is this?
Girl.
I swear for God. What would they sent me? And listen,
That ain't purple.
Listen, and you would think that maybe they just sent me the wrong flowers, like they sent out the wrong one. I promise y'all, this label, can y'all see it up close? That shit says Mandy's 20-piece purple artificial calla lilies flower. Those ones still in the thing. Where?
Girl. Right.
So Amazon has contacted them and let them know that the color that they gave me is not purple and maybe it was misscanned. Like maybe somebody put the wrong thing on there because I went on their site.
Right.
And that color is like, I think it's called dusty blue or something like that.
Girl, what?
I'm not playing with these damn people. What you not fitting to do is mess up our stuff. Because you know what I'll do, Meech? If they send them same ugly ass things that they say purple, when the big green roses come, I will do half with the big green roses and use it. Because I still got 2 sets of the regular purple that we have. I will do half of them with the more of the big green roses and a few of the purple.
And then flip it. Right.
Because what they're not going to do is play with me. Not with our anniversary. We work too hard.
Right.
We are working hard.
Yes.
To make this be a special event because it is Shiro Hero and Dish and Tea.
Yeah.
So we are trying to represent both of them and give people an elegant family show. Y'all heard him tell y'all my sister is coming all the way from Baltimore.
Oh, wait a minute. She in the queue. Hold on. Let me bring her up in here.
What's she? She ain't in the queue. That's that damn Derek.
Yeah, that's the other white meat bitch.
That's my brother. That ain't my sister.
Right, I'm the other white meat girl.
Okay. Did you see that shit I just put up in the screen?
Girl, how the hell they thought that was purple?
They tried it for real. Me and Meech was on the phone because he went to the store to get some other shit that we needed. We FaceTiming because I had forgot the stuff that we need the stuff at the store. I said, let me call you back because I'm about to snap. When I opened up that damn box.
Girl.
That's not even that thing not even a hint of purple, bitch.
No, that's all blue.
Purple
that thing is a grayish, bluish somebody.
It looks like a blue. It looked like a blue that has been lightly dusted with gray.
Right.
And that's what the damn thing say on Amazon. When I went and looked at all they different colors, it said dusted blue.
Man, it's dusted, honey. Like I'm gonna be when I come to Miss Motherfucking College Park, bitch. Okay.
Ah, dusted. Okay, what you say? What you say?
I'm gonna tell your niece to get you some of that good. She tried to get Beach High yesterday. He wasn't paying her no mind.
I have to get 4 more gowns together, and I'll be good.
Okay.
Or 5. Can you make mine? I'm gonna send the measurements. It's too short.
Send it on through, girl. You know I love 4-way stretch material, bitch. 4-way stretch material is the girl's best friend.
Listen,
how about that?
that's why when you come, we going to the material store.
And I'm here
You
for
can
it,
get
honey.
the measurements and shit while you're down here.
Child, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. The first time I seen Big Meech, when I went to Detroit, honey, we went to Miss Joanne's Fabric, and my sister got out that motherfucking car with her purse. I was like, bitch. I said, you need the water, bitch, when you do shit like this, girl. You just can't throw it on me, bitch.
Wait.
And then I said to myself, I said, fuck it, she's a big bitch. Ain't nobody gonna mess with her.
Okay.
But what make that so bad is when we in the car, when we about to get out, what's the first thing I say? Well, where your purse?
Right.
Because I had to make sure he got it when he getting out. Like, I know mine. If it's me and him in the car, then I'm going to put mine in the back.
Right.
So I know where mine at, but he be getting out, and he put it, like, right there where the armrest be. So I don't see. I'm like, where your purse at?
Listen, and I gladly call it a purse because a man
it
bag,
is, and it's
honey,
a nice one, too. Most the ones he carry be very nice.
Meech, don't do it, because you know if it's cute, honey, you can turn a cute little diaper bag into a purse.
Hello. I have before.
You better tell somebody.
I know, bitch. That's why I said that. I know.
Okay. I have before. Shit, diaper bags, hell, cigar boxes.
The cigar boxes.
Girl,
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
Shit. Okay, you better understand. And don't let me get one of them little cute little hygiene kits, honey. That becomes a clutch in a minute, honey.
Wait.
I'm trying to tell you. This ain't no purse. This is my overnight shaving bag, bitch. Don't play with me.
Okay. Now I call it a clutch all day. It'll be a clutch. Yeah, boom, right there. Okay.
There you go, honey.
Okay. So listen, I call today's show Catch This Tea. Peace attracts chaos.
I love that.
Peace.
I love that.
Attracts chaos.
Because Lord knows I've been trying to be peaceful and these motherfuckers.
And what happened, it came to me. I was on the phone just a few moments ago, and I was talking with a good friend of mine, and he was saying that he had just reclaimed his peace. He said, I've reclaimed my peace, and it just seems as since I've done that, now chaos done came out the woodwork. I said, what you mean?
Every time.
He says, well, hell, family now want to be calling all the time. They want to come visit. They want to come spend time. His exes done came out the woodwork and stuff, telling us, oh, I miss you. I want to spend time.
Ooh, but that's people testing your peace. You
And I said, wow.
You got to learn how to protect your peace, honey.
Listen, and here is where this is. And I wanted to go there because oftentimes, you know, in lieu of thinking that you're protecting your peace, oftentimes what you do is you put it on the shelf. Okay? And you don't necessarily protect it. What you do is you thought you moved it out the way. But it's just like when the children say, don't let nobody yank your chain. Peace is on the shelf, child, and somebody see where you placed it and they go fucking with your shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And so oftentimes they'll go right to your favorite book. How many of y'all, and y'all know this, we as African Americans, and I'm sure, I don't know if any other, there's other ethnicities that do this, but y'all, it's different. Y'all do it differently than what we do. Because I know Asian customs and stuff, and they make a whole shrine, you know, and a whole prayer place and this, that, and the other. But, you know, we have the book. You know, we got the big family Bible open to the 23rd Psalms. All right? Somewhere on the table somewhere, right? And usually, normally, and most of the time, that family Bible holds all of the secrets.
Come on.
Okay? You know, he had money up in there. That's where you put the insurance money for the insurance man to come by.
The policy.
The life insurance.
I told y'all when Jackie died, everybody just kept coming in the door. The insurance policy is 2 of them. Nikki, one got your name on it, one of them got Nico's name on it. It's in the Bible.
Right, it's in the Bible.
And the
Okay.
the name of the man who's really the daddy.
How about that? Ooh. And oftentimes, and we all know this to be true.
Look at her. She's
I hate you.
Everybody knows that you don't fuck with that damn Bible. Everybody knows that when it's open, you don't close it. And when it's closed, you don't open it.
Open it.
Okay.
What is that part about?
Why?
Yes.
Child, if it's already open, that means I got to open to my scripture. And for anybody to come up in there and close it, means that you're trying to intercept and disrupt God's word.
Oh, wow.
Okay. If it's closed.
But the family Bible was really only supposed to be touched by the family matriarch.
And that's why I'm finna grace, and that's where I'm going. And if it's closed, you better not open that damn thing because you got to have permission to open it. Because not everybody's supposed to touch that damn thing. You understand? Because everybody come in there wrong. You want to come in there, huh?
For us growing up, it was the Quran. And I talked to you about this the other day.
Right.
My ex-husband, Brian, has the Quran that was in my house when I was a child.
Okay.
And even though he gets on my last motherfucking nerves, I know that it's safe there. Because there's been a couple times I had to move around, some shit didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know that it's safe there. And if anybody knows about Islam, if you have, because just like the Bible, there's a big one.
Right.
And you might have your own little personal one.
Right.
The big one for us sat on the table, and there's it's a Quran holder. Actually, it's a big wooden thing, like with legs, like it's up like this, and then they got the legs at the bottom that go out like that. And it would be, my mom would open it, and then sometimes it would be closed. So I never even thought about what it was.
Okay.
So that's a cool thing to know.
But the matriarch of the family, honey, is supposed to be the one, Big Mama, honey. That's her, because they call it her Bible.
Yeah.
And that's the one who usually opens it, and she's the one who set the precedent of whatever the scripture gonna be. If it ain't Psalms 23, it's Proverbs.
Y'all know mine 34:4. Psalm 34:4.
Child, if it ain't Proverbs, baby, you going to Acts 2:38.
Oh.
Okay. If it ain't Acts 2:38, honey, it is John 3:16.
Oh yeah, now I hear everybody.
Okay. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, whosoever.
Only begotten son.
Okay.
Don't get me started.
Okay, so we got that. Child, okay. So there's certain things, honey. So you didn't touch it, but and I made that reference because of the importance of that. Because that became a ritual in a lot of our households, and regardless of what your faith is, y'all know that book or whatever that practice is. For those who had altars and carried on, that was sacred. You didn't go touching that altar.
You couldn't touch. You could not.
You couldn't touch that altar.
Here's one. All right, the Quran, the big one.
Yeah.
Right now, my cousin. Oh my God! Like we got some womenizers in our family, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. He was horrible. He was, and he probably still is to this day. But he my cousin, and I love him. But we was out. Me and my cousins and stuff was out.
Right.
With his girlfriend, the main one.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's able to be with the family.
Oh, okay.
Oh. We roll up. People from Philly. We go to Sid Booker's.
Okay.
Sid Booker's it's a bar, but it has an outside window because they famous for their fried shrimp.
Okay.
Okay. We pull up. We ain't think about him. It's just all us girls. We just having some time. This motherfucker pulls up in his car with another bitch, but not just another bitch. See, the girlfriend don't know about this bitch. We can't stand this girl.
Oh.
And this is something me and the other girl cousins, like, we just don't like this bitch. It ain't got nothing to do with him because we didn't even know that he knew who she was.
Right.
We can't stand her, period. Like, nigga. Like, she was rolling up. Remember, we had to do this. Rolling up windows trying to be saved from us. He was like, he, with his trifling ass, beat his girlfriend up. She didn't do shit except for saying, what's going on? See, that's that guilty ass conscience. But when we got back to the house, because I ain't usually no snitch, but nigga, I'm telling. When we get in the house, bitch, I'm telling. Mom, let me tell you what happened. He comes in the door after us. Puggy picked up that sorry, God. She picked up that damn Quran and threw that thing clean. It knocked him clean upside his head. And to this day, we still remember what my mother said. She said, "Now that's a holy hickey right there, and you deserved it." Because remember back in the day, hickey was either what you got on your neck or what you got upside your head when you fell and you got the knock.
Right. Not a holy hickey, honey.
A holy. And you know, because when she picked it up, we all, and everybody did that gas. I was like,
right.
Because we know she wasn't picking it up to read it.
Right.
Hey, she wasn't picking it up to read it. When she threw that thing, it was like, because we didn't know what my mom was going to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it was. Matter of fact, he came in the house. You know how you got your door and you got the key that you on the other side of the door. And that's what he did. He came in the house, snatched the key out the door, and threw it at her. When he threw it at her, it hit her in her mouth. Blood flew out her mouth. So she was seeing red, honey, literally.
Wow.
And she picked that thing up, and it just was like that gas, like, ooh. She picked up the big one off the table. Hey,
right.
Like, we didn't know. So for my mom to be like, oh, that was a holy hickey, we knew it was okay to laugh. Because we didn't know what was about to happen.
Okay.
Them books be sacred.
Okay. Little Deja, she said, what the address is? We on the way.
Right.
Okay. Rose said, I need to tag you in the video on IG that she think you would like.
Okay, I'll look at it when we get off here. Thanks, Rose.
Okay.
I know you ain't seen me all day. I ain't been over there on the Beach Coast Street.
Hey,
okay.
I've been busy.
Okay, Mom, I'm really sorry, you guys. I've been missing in action because I got my grandbaby. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I know how that be.
Been busy as crap, honey. Oh, now, wait a minute. She said, crap, honey. That means you're a girl. Okay.
Look, let the Lord use you, Dr. Mom.
I'm going to be taking her bad tail back to Texas Monday. Monday will be coming back on the 29th. Okay.
Wait, she said
Romans 8:28. Okay.
Remember when the twins was here? I said, Molly, you got 14 days, and on the 13th day, your ass better be here.
Right, because they leaving on the 14th.
Out the door. So
okay.
Feel, Dr. Marla.
We miss you too, darling.
We see you.
I'm feeling blessed every day. Okay.
We see you soon.
Well, I use that example because oftentimes the sacredness of that book in the house is equivalent to when we say somebody, peace attracts chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Because soon as you declare that such a peace over your world, okay, it's like after woodwork, somebody come and you have to have some moments to constantly reclaim your peace. Okay, constantly
reclaiming your time. Come on, Auntie.
Yeah. Okay, and all of that. Come on, let me let Red up in here because he came. He in the queue.
Hey, Cat.
What's your title?
Mm-hmm.
What's your title? Your title kind of touched me.
You
said peace. What?
Peace attracts chaos.
I'm gonna steal it, but as you know.
Okay.
Your mic ain't on.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, girl. Hey, what up, baby? All right.
Hey,
that
what's up, Shorty?
We got Derek in here.
Yeah.
All right, honey. Don't do it to yourself, honey. Okay.
I told Meech and Nico last night. I said y'all giving them too
much. Yes.
I said y'all giving them too much material.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I love y'all, but I'm so damn scared of the 23rd. I do not trust you.
You should.
That one right there. That motherfucker right there. Yeah.
And you
what are y'all talking about?
Wrong with him. You know something wrong with him.
What do you mean?
Oh, listen.
Great heavens of Megatron, even.
Don't worry, boo. He won't have no microphone.
Bullshit.
You ain't getting no mic there.
Bullshit.
No.
I don't know who the fuck told you that shit.
Hey, Natural. Hey, boo-boo. My baby sis in the house.
I don't know who told you that shit.
You can't hear the microphone. He on punishment.
Okay. All right, now listen.
Listen with both ears.
Okay.
I'm about to play a video.
Oh Lord, he's gonna get us kicked off.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Linda.
Because when I talk about the piece, attracting chaos,
True.
I'm going to ask this question too. And this is about sportsmanship. Okay. Why is it that we claim that, everything, sportsmanship is supposed to build character and this, that, and the other? We supposed to train everybody, and not everybody wins and carry, this, that, and the other. We also know that there are times where, shade gets in the game, okay? And sometimes it may not be your time, but at least, you bring your best presentation and carry it on because it's going to open up doors for something else, right?
Yeah.
But in the alphabet children circles.
Here we go with this shit. I'm listening.
Hey, you calm down, because I'm an acronym. You're an alphabet.
Shut up, fool. Okay. That seems to go on deaf ears, especially when we have created families and we got house mothers, house fathers, and carrying on.
Yeah.
It always seems as though that message doesn't go over well, or we don't encourage the youth to take heed, right? Let me play y'all something that just happened over the weekend.
What's up? Let's get
They still her out. Keep it moving.
What up, bitch? That's my champion.
Oh, y'all know I was watching it on the big TV. That's crazy.
Hey. Can somebody call that guy and ask him where he got the crop top from?
I knew you was going to say something about that fucking sheer crop top. I was waiting.
Right. Okay. He probably got it from Rainbow. Okay.
Oh, matter of fact, they got a 70% off sale right now for y'all.
I know. Yeah, I just walked through it, honey. I saw the same actual one.
Oh, you was in there being fierce. Okay.
Okay. The problem that I have with this
What is it?
is a few actually. Number one,
Do we know the backstory? What happened?
after reading the
Where about it?
comments, because I wanted the backstory to find out what the hell this was.
Right.
Reading the comments, this is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay. I believe this was posted last night.
Two of my brothers live in Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh shit, there's a part 3.
I
Oh,
hope nobody really get hurt.
okay. Child, this thing lasted forever. This was just posted 10 hours ago on Twitter. Okay. Actually, the one I showed y'all was posted 15 hours ago. Okay.
So what did you find out?
Well, number one, this has something to do with they were trying to say this was the ballroom thing. And somebody in the comments said, no, this had nothing to do with ballroom. This here was somebody just got drunk and then didn't know how to shut the fuck up or went too far with what it is they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the name of this particular house is the, wait a minute, I'm going to tell you in a second. It's the somebody Gucci's.
You know them?
Who know who? Who know?
Look.
Wait a minute, huh?
Look like Derek know them.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the right name. I got to get the right name. In the comments, they said this was the gorgeous Gucci's. That's it.
You know them, thing?
Because somebody said that first and foremost, none of the West got in the fight because somebody said this was a West weekend, and someone wanted to clarify that this wasn't the West. It was the gorgeous Gucci's, and it's not about ballroom. And this is why I don't walk balls or go to balls. This shit happens with kittens cannot hold their liquor and want to just do the most. Please don't let this be blamed on ballroom.
Hey, let me clarify. The gorgeous Gucci's are all men, right?
It's a house.
Well, it's a house, number one. And then number two, because somebody in the comments like, well, why all these girly men fighting women? I tried to tell them, honey, no, these are trans girls.
Oh, okay. I already figured that out because I saw a few right hooks to the damn Adam's apple on some breasted women, men, guys. Yeah.
I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hit him. Oh, God help me. I'm going to get a whole wheat pasta noodle.
Hey, can you make it honey wheat so I can show my soft side? Thank you.
Hate him.
I can't stand it.
Damn nerve.
Okay. So a lot of this, what, and y'all hear me say this all the time when we talk about these particular kinds of bullshits. I'm tired of house mothers and house fathers. Either y'all are supporting this kind of shit, instigating this kind of shit, and y'all are not out there being mentors and things to if it's got to go there. Well, if it's got to go there, at least curtail it to the two people fighting.
That's it.
You know.
Now you know. Hold on. It's interesting because what you getting ready to do now. What you getting ready to do now is clarify some shit that I have seen over and over again myself in my lifetime, back to back, and I kept wondering where was the people who was mature enough to stop it or control it. Right. There's been so many times I have seen that same thing. If it wasn't me just in the area doing something I didn't have no business, Colonial Pharmaceuticals, or if I was just doggone out there doing security.
Oh, really?
Remember back in the day, it would be like that. It would be an old head out there that would say, hey, we ain't doing all that.
But see, it's crazy because that's a bad name. You can't do that because now you're going to label every house.
Right.
Yep.
And
Right.
that's what pisses me off about this world, period. I'm going to give it to the world, not the United States.
And that's where I'm going. Right, right,
I'm
right.
going to give it to the world. Everybody will have their own negative inclinations about the entire situation because of one group of people that do not know how to control themselves.
Right.
Think about it. You can think about this all the way around the board. Think about when it comes to, you know, how we get older, we be like, that goddamn rap music, even though we in the business. We love rap music. But there will be a couple artists who really on some dumb shit, don't know what to do. Now you done blew up. You probably ain't really talented, but you blew up any goddamn way. You got a whole bunch of money and ain't nobody taught your ass artist development, which means you need to develop as a person as you go up.
Right.
You can't still do the same shit you was doing when you was hustling to get on.
Right.
Or you're going to take away everything you got. So then you attract those other people who act like you. So then you might be on a show where there's a whole bunch of dope ass rappers coming through and people want to see them. But because your dumb ass ain't got no damn sense, you say something stupid and kick the whole thing off. So then therefore you have the older people, like, because before it was our parents, now it's us, but you got the older people saying that goddamn rap music get on my nerve. See, it always causing chaos.
Man, you know what? You got,
And
you
it's
know
not all
what,
rap
Nikki making a point because a lot of promoters backed off from like doing the hip hop, the smaller shows, gymnasiums and
Because
clubs.
the people come and tear their venues up.
Because I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy, and it happened to me twice, and it was the same artist, two different parts of geographical of the United States.
Wow.
Same artist, Juvenile. Yes, I'm putting him out there. Every time that we had him booked as a promotion team, we say, stay here. We'll put you in a suite. We'll put you in a great suite, hotel, whole 9 yards. And all you say is call this number, and anything you want, we're gonna bring to you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, okay. As soon as we leave, we riding around trying to finish up for the show that night to get everybody there. Everybody show up. We got everybody that's on the team. Trina show up. Everybody show up. Where's Juvie? I call around. Juvie get locked up in Douglas Park for over there trying to doggone cop.
Or
why you left the room when you could have just asked somebody to bring something to you?
In that same realm of the music thing, Meech, you work in hotels. How many of them motherfuckers come through and tear up the shit?
Let me tell you.
So then, therefore, you got upscale hotels who don't want the rappers at their hotel because this one or this few did that. So now you make it messed up for the next ones that's coming in there who don't do shit like that. Because now they don't want none of them at their establishment.
Listen, this happened
and that's
earlier.
How that same thing that you just showed go all the way around the board.
This happened earlier in Gucci Mane's career. Okay. And I had just got here.
Your heterosexual husband kept blowing the phone up as if he don't know what's going on.
Well, we know which one it is this time, so ain't nobody gotta ask.
I didn't say this. He did. Today you're not a hoe. You're my brother.
I was about to say, wait a minute. You weren't with us this morning.
Anywho, it was early on in Gucci Mane's career, and it wasn't necessarily him, it was his entourage.
Right.
Okay, it was his entourage. We had to sit down there and basically put them out the fucking hotel. They had to got that room up so motherfucking tough. They didn't want to abide by the rules. We tell y'all no smoking in the rooms. That's a $250 charge if you go smoke in the room. Well, what they would sit down there and do is drop $500, be like, fuck that, because we gonna smoke. All right. So in addition to that, you know, a lot of the hotels will sit up there and say, okay, money talks. Okay. Then they want to sit down. This is when we had mini bars because the Western Atlanta Airport used to have the mini bars. So that try to clean out the mini bars.
Seen it in a long time.
Clean out the mini bars. They had tore that room to fucking shreds. Okay, it was absolutely. It looked like it was a goddamn chicken fight. I was gonna say cockfight, but it wasn't gonna sound right.
Too late. You don't
know. I know. But
there's no such thing as a cockfight unless there's 3 people in the room.
Not necessarily.
Don't indulge him. Don't you dare indulge him.
It could be a cockfight with one motherfucking person in the room, honey. Hold on, what cockfight you be going to, bitch?
That's a tug of war.
That child, you call it what you want it. You put sugar on shit, it's still shit, honey.
I told you not to indulge in that shit, but you kept going.
Hey, stop it, y'all.
You've been around long enough.
Stop. Me just talking. Get back to the cocks. Go ahead.
Why, thank you. Okay.
See, Lord, you told me to go to bed because I got an early flight. I just ain't listening.
But it was just one of those things to where we had to put him out. So what it was, his publicist at the time, I was trying to give her the heads up because she's part of my high school drama club, and basically she kind of like wrote him off.
Is Nikki his publicist? Was Nikki?
No. They had the same publicist at one point.
Oh, okay.
And she was also a part of our high school team. But at that time, I was trying to give her the heads up, but she had just dissolved their relationship, and I didn't know that because of that. Because it was always something. It was always something. But when we come down to these kinds of avenues and these kinds of things, why isn't it there when we have folks to sit down and say, listen, or somebody strong enough or big enough? Wait a minute, security's supposed to be there. How come security ain't got balls and say, listen, cut this shit out? And are they scared it's just going to tear up their money? Or what? Because who is supposed to be the responsible people that to say, listen, don't do this?
And I'm trying to figure out, that went on for a while. Ain't nobody called the police?
Let me say this.
If security didn't want to get involved, ain't you at least going to call the cops?
Let me say this. First of all, there can always, let's get it right here. Y'all know how I am. There can always be one person in the room, but it can be one person in the room, but it can be 2 cocks. Don't ever get it twisted, honey. You don't need multiple people to have more than 1 cock in the room at a time, honey.
Right.
That sounds like a cocker spaniel.
You started that.
No, but the thing that's bothering me with this is the same house that was just on Legendary, the TV show.
Somebody just put that in the comments. Put that in the comments. Roll just did it.
The same damn house.
Right.
So that means they condone that bullshit.
Hold on. Not necessarily condone it. No, I won't necessarily. No. What we have here, we got folks who think that they're privileged because they were on television.
Oh.
See, just to sit down here and gave them status. Okay, they got status because they not now they've been on Legendary, they on TV and shit, and so now they
I've been on TV. I've had status in the industry, but I still beat your ass in private. I ain't,
But why do you wait till you get status and now you decide you want to act a whole ass?
Because you know what, monkeys like the motherfucking floodlights.
But wait, now y'all say they was on Legendary, right?
Yes.
Was it regular cameras out there then? Because that might have been some footage for a show, honey.
No, but the thing is, you got to keep in mind that all the shows were pre-recorded. So them shows could have been pre-recorded 6 months ago.
No, what I'm saying is they could be getting new footage. And maybe that's why the stuff wasn't stopped.
But see, but the sad part about it is now you're going to affect and you may run the possibility of the whole goddamn show getting canceled.
Being shut down, right?
Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna want that because you don't know what type of doggone legalities come out of that whole situation.
I was getting ready to say that I've never watched Legendary, so are they a classy act?
Legendary is allowing these house and ballroom children to get their props and recognition without the drama.
Candy
Okay.
apple.
Okay. So if that's what they're doing, then yeah, they ain't going. Then they're not going to do that then, because you know how some of them. Oh, Leah was calling for cupcake. She said, Miss Red. Okay, so if they're trying to show the good sides, the things that, you know, for people who don't know about it and stuff, and all we know is what we see on polls, and so it's trying to let us see all the good stuff.
Right.
Okay, yeah, they'll shut their asses right on down. They'll shut it down. That's a good thing. I'm glad to know that. Because, you know, so many of these things that is for whatever they call reality TV is for the mess. And the mess is what sells. So I'm glad that y'all told me, because I had never watched Legendary before.
And here's the other thing too, because somebody said that in one of these comments on the Twitter feed was that, oh, here we go with these content creators. You know, everybody trying to create content for their little pages or whatever. That's the company that got so many cameramen. Because TC said, look at all the cameramen. You know, everybody got their phone. You see more phones up in the air carrying on, fucking up the
and
damn.
ain't nobody trying to help.
Right. Okay.
And you can tell when nobody's scared, because there was too many people walking around doing other stuff.
Well, not scared. They wasn't scared, and then they feel as though, okay, if you hit me, I'm swinging.
Yeah.
Versus going the fuck home.
Yeah. Like where is the this is too much bullshit.
And you know, and that was always, you know what, listen, and I'm gonna say this because I know this is gonna sound very prudish of me. But I was never one to stick around to see who was gonna win the goddamn fight. Okay. Now, when I was in high school and stuff, and somebody started fighting, yes, I went over there to go see who was fighting. But after so long, I would leave, because it was like, okay, if y'all push me one more time, bitch, we all gonna be fighting. So let me get the fuck out the damn way. So, but it was never that for me. And if I wasn't in the damn fight, it wasn't no need for me to see who was gonna sit around and win.
Right.
Okay. On top of it, at a bar, I don't do ugly at clubs. Okay, I don't do ugly at clubs.
And you don't do what?
I don't do ugly at clubs.
Oh, you real picky about who you talk to?
I don't do ugly at clubs.
We have to stay cute. Okay. We got to stay cute.
Okay. I ain't mad at you, because you showed up last night looking like Canary Pimp. So I ain't.
I mean, we got some information today that made us change our mind about something. We thought it may be some mess. And it was like, okay, well, I don't need to
attend,
about attending this thing, because if that's what happens.
Right. We'll support from a distance.
Tell you in the back chat.
Okay.
If it's some old shit, that shit ain't the same. Them people gone. I know what you're talking about, brother. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, what just happened? Did she leave? Okay, but nonetheless, I always wonder how come, where are the house mothers and carrying on, those who supposed to have a better handle of the situations, to where they could squash a lot of that shit. And I don't know why.
Was in the club getting the motherfucker drinking the liquor that was left at the VIPs where everybody was outside fight.
How about that? Well, you got a point there. Okay.
You got free wings and all that shit because everybody outside.
Okay. Well, my whole, the thing about that is it always looks bad. See, this is the kind of shit that always comes up when we talk about the alphabet children. This just take it across the board, because look at that at stripper clubs and stuff. They now got where the strippers are fighting in the back, and beating each other down in the back because somebody, are slinging this bitch around and this, that, and the other. We got, just a lot of this shit that becomes unnecessary. And yet, the world is trying to open back up. Y'all want to believe that we out of this pandemic, and we're not, and the world will open back up. And yet everybody done reverted back to behavior as usual. You know,
like they ain't learned nothing the whole time. You were just waiting to act like a savage.
right? And so I guess the question would be, I would love to talk to some of these folks out here. I would love to get some of the young children. Let me hear some of these damn millennials who think that this is the way to go. Because I never liked it in my era. I never liked it, and all of my kids know it. Oh, I told y'all this story before. My very first gay child. Okay, this boy found this one particular guy attractive, and he wanted to talk to the boy, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. The boy wasn't giving him the time of day. He barely wouldn't dance with him, carrying on, but he's still thinking this boy's too fine and blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't know what happened. All I know is we heard this commotion. So everybody flew upstairs, right? Well, when we got upstairs, this same cute boy was being held at gunpoint. Okay. And my dear, sweet, wonderful little child, okay, my firstborn gay child, hollers out, "Oh, Lord, he too cute to die." And this motherfucker jumps as if he was going to jump in front of him.
I know how you lie.
No, I'm not. And girl, I caught him in the air. As he leaped, I caught him. Okay.
As you should.
Literally threw him down the steps. And then I jumped down on 5, 6 steps. And I got in his face. What the fuck is your problem? Okay.
Just to a cell phone in a black person house in the drawer.
What is your problem? Oh my God. Oh my God, he's too cute. And mama, I said, this motherfucker got a gun to him. And you finna jump up and jump in front of this bullet because he too cute to die? A motherfucker you don't even know. You barely met the boy. You can't even tell me his goddamn name. He didn't even dance at you, with you. Okay? But he too cute to die. Really? And you finna get in this. Okay? So we had a couple of little rendezvous about that because he was mad at me. I said, bitch, I'll kick your ass down here. In front of all these people.
You could be mad as you want, but you're alive.
You better put yourself on the line in some shit.
I know what that battery is before you do that.
He could be mad all he want. He alive. Be mad.
You know?
My grandma used to say, "Oh, you mad? You better scratch your ass and get glad."
Okay.
Look, I ain't never know what the hell that meant, but
wait, child. Here's the caveat to that story. The bitch who had the gun on him and shit, right? I don't know how my name got involved in this bullshit. But the dude come to me telling me something. I heard you was one to call the police. I said, I don't give a fuck what you heard. But I'm telling you, this shit ain't got nothing to do with me or my child. Okay? So you take that shit down the way and leave me the fuck alone. And he had a couple of little words that we had the little word back and forth or whatever. And then he was said to tell us, "No, I'm just playing because I just wanted to see what what this was all about and see if you was gonna be a little punk or whatever." I said, "No, we don't do punks." Okay, and that kind of thing. So But all that to say,
hey,
y'all got that car?
Oh yeah, I seen that in the thing today.
I
seen the Bugatti. I'm thinking about getting little, but I said I'm gonna let her choose the ones that I put in her cart.
You know, back in that time, we were able to control situations a little bit. You know, I remember house mother Miss Keisha. She and I used to date before she transitioned. I remember she was trying to squash some shit, and what happened? It had got that way because she was like, "Okay, wait a minute now. I done told y'all leave my son alone. Now I told y'all leave my son alone." And it got a little heated, right? And she said, "Okay, we gonna squash all of this." And remember back in the day when we had the oh God, what they call that damn thing? You know, the hook thing that you put on your car. What was it?
The what?
The anti-theft thing that was the little hook little thing.
The thing you put across your wheel.
Yeah.
What the hell was that thing called? Huh?
Not the boot.
Not the
boot.
boot.
You talking about the damn little hook thing across the steering wheel?
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Lord.
Y'all took it back, boy. Oh my God, I can't think of the name of it right now.
You remember those things that we used to put over the car tire to lock the jug? What was they called? Remember you put it, not the tire, you put it over your wheel, and then you pull it out, and then you lock it so can't nobody steal your car? Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it.
Wheel lock.
Anyway, she had
what's the thing called that we used to put on the, huh?
Keisha?
What's the name of the thing we used
to put on? The club, thank you. Somebody said
yes,
that, the club.
Thank you, Natural.
Thank you, girl. She went and she ran to her car and grabbed that motherfucking club, bitch.
What?
She said, I'll tell y'all what. She said, now goddamn it, but nobody better not sit down there and hit my son. And when I tell you that bitch came and started swinging that motherfucker, everybody scattered.
You can find a bigger.
And then we started to de-escalate some shit now, right?
I really do.
But I was a little pissed about that. I said, well, why did it take her to get to that point, you know, before y'all would sit down there and do some shit? Because she kept telling y'all to leave the shit alone. But, you know,
but it's cute.
Niggas and flies, honey, you know.
That nigga said gangster.
Huh?
I said, I know niggas and flies. I mean, that was gangster.
Okay, right.
You get on my nerves.
Okay, well, damn, testing your manhood, you should have whooped his ass. Oh, child, listen. I'm very thankful to say that I didn't have any fights at the club as a patron. As a security officer, I have. Okay, because I had to go in and break shit up and carry it on. And I have, and I still didn't like it, even though that was my job. I did not like it because I don't like having to get violent and carry it on. It's a lot of energy. And see, when I get up there like that, that's a lot of time to try to wean down and wane down and carry it on. Especially when I'm a thinker on top of it. Because see, I would end up playing the what if game, and see, I would perpetuate my own shit and would stay up in those particular regions, and that's a lot of energy. But I wonder why, you know, this whole new generation, we're not controlling this. We're not doing better. You know, we keep hearing about, you know, all of the major black cities. Okay, all of the major black cities. Okay. Detroit, Philly, Chicago, Atlanta, Baltimore, now North Carolina, Texas, Houston. Houston, Texas, Dallas. Okay, you got all these major cities that got all this high concentration of African American people, and yet we all hear the same shit over and over and over and over again. Especially when it comes to nightlife, when it comes down to the alphabet children, because it seems like we migrate fighting, honey. Like we just taking it on the road, okay? And we're gonna do this bout over here, okay? We're gonna take the fight over down here, okay? It's kind of like the Super Bowl or whatever, you know? Yeah, we got the home turf advantage. Well, fuck that. Well, the next 3 fights gonna be down in Houston, you know? You know, and this, that, and the other. Why? I don't understand. and it gets tiring, you know. And I'm sure that the young folks are tired of us as the elders now of the community harping on it. But it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing? And then I'm looking at the new house mothers that care. Now, why do y'all condone this? Where's your sense of pride for your house? Okay, or your set, or your whatever, your crew. You know, where is your pride for the crew? Or is this the whole attitude so that you're not seen as soft and punk it out? Okay, you got to stand up so that y'all don't get no rep or be a punks or whatever. See, the whole idea I thought for the ballroom scene was that you didn't fight outside. You took that shit to the floor. You compete in the categories. That's where you battle.
Supposedly.
You know, why is it that it's all that nobody can take? You know, nobody can lose gracefully these days. That's what I'm talking about, the sportsmanship. Why is it nobody wins, you know, gracefully or loses gracefully? Even in the pageantry world. Okay. The pageantry world, I got so tired of doing local clubs because the black girls will always come up in there and think they were always being shaded by the white girls, right? And they would sit down there and say, oh, well, so-and-so should have won. Y'all know she should have won. Did you want to tear up the club? Why, bitch? If you knew that the damn contest was, you thought it was going to be rigged in the beginning, why did you get in it?
So you can have something to talk about.
Right. You know, I just don't understand why we have allowed this particular kind of behavior to become normal, and in whose world do we allow this to be normal outside of ours? And then
I don't understand how you're gonna be mad, you know, because you thought you were slayed and you might have been slew. You know what I'm saying?
How about that? You know,
I don't understand. I haven't figured it out.
It don't even have to be a pageant thing. It could be.
But I'm saying, if it's Maybelline,
kind of
you know what I'm saying? If it's Maybelline and they come in with MAC on, I bet you lost. Okay.
But see, let me start by saying, being a parent of 40+ children, I can't speak for nobody else. I don't tolerate that shit.
God damn, your back hurt.
I'm not gonna be one holding the camera. I'm not gonna be one standing there and whatnot. If y'all gonna fight one-on-one, I'm here for it.
Right.
Do what you gotta do.
Get it off your chest
and go your way.
Nobody wants
when you know there's a ball in Philly and you live in Baltimore and you say, well, we'll get them bitches when we go to Philly. You already started shit. Or we'll get them cons when we get to Atlanta, or we'll get them when we get to DC. So bitch, you going here with your mindset to start shit.
Right.
That's your intent.
You're not going for the festivities at all.
Right.
You don't put it in you put it into the atmosphere.
That's that fuck shit where motherfuckers just don't want to take a loss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Losing ain't always losing. Sometimes losing is learning.
Come on.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a bad one.
Baby, guess what?
If
you can lose gracefully, you can win successfully.
Yes.
There it is.
Like he just said, because you're gonna learn something from it. Well, I could have did this better, and I seen them do it better. So now I know I
could have avoided this situation this way.
Or better yet, you can get your score sheets to say, this is what I did wrong, this is what I did wrong, and I know I can't do this next time.
Right.
That's it.
Right. So,
but that come from even when you're younger, because we're talking about it across the board. Let's talk about parents with their kids. If you don't teach your kid not to be a sore loser,
right,
they're gonna grow up being one all they goddamn life.
That's right. That's right.
You know what?
Nikki, you need to teach your children how not to be sore fucking winners.
Yeah.
It ain't about boasting.
But hold on, Nikki. You know what? It's funny we have this subject tonight because it's not even been 2 weeks ago. My sister called me on video call, turned the phone towards my nephew, right? He's sitting there with his jaws on the ground because they lost a baseball game, and she yelled at him for not wanting to go over there and shake the people's hand after the game was over.
Oh, that's way poor sportsmanship.
Right, so but because he's on a top team in the city of Chicago. He's one of the top situations that's keeping the boys out of trouble up there. And he's sitting there, she yelled at him about it. And so when she told me, I said, what's wrong with him? Why are you looking like that? She told me what was happening. I said, get that nigga the phone. I read that nigga from top to bottom, over and out. I mean, I gave it to him and I explained to him, the ugly shit you do today will destroy your motherfucking career tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
I said,
exactly.
You sitting around here, you swear up and down you want to be a Major League Baseball player, and you are in a doggone position to do so because you have the financial backing and the full family support through everything you do. You don't have to worry about nothing. All you need to do is study the game, play the game, and get good grades. Other people got to struggle out here and save money and all this. When everybody else out here trying to shake a cup to get cleats, you got 5 pair of Jordan cleats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
Not understanding the blessing that you have.
You are blessed in a position where all you have to do is concentrate on being that what you want to be. So here it is. You dream to be a Major League Baseball player, and on the way, you pick up a doggone another goddamn talent. That way, if it don't work out, you got something going on.
But think about it. The scouts don't always come for the winning teams. They come for the good players.
They go for the good players.
They don't give a shit if you on the winning team or the losing team. They come to see the best players.
I told him, I said, let me ask you this. You finna go into high school with this. You've been playing since something. Okay, you finna go into high school with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. I know how it is up in Chicago because I was up there. I played sports, so they come to these doggone parks and these doggone real league type games to see. The high school coaches do.
Yes, they do.
And they figure out a way to get you on their team because they are connected with the colleges.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to tell him
since they be in the Pee Wee leagues, honey.
And I tried to tell him that I said, do you not know? Yeah, I said, do you not know today a coach that could change your life probably was at that game?
Yep.
And he's standing looking at you like you awesome. I'm like, for his age, you know what I'm saying? He got one more year before he ought to go to the 9th grade. Okay. But he's already playing like he's a damn sophomore. The boy can hit, catch, and throw as a child, like nobody's business. Like his eyes are so crazy. You pitch him a fastball and that motherfucker out the park.
Right.
That's crazy for his age.
Look,
but don't let it go to your head so far.
On that same spectrum, when my oldest son was like, I guess that was like middle school, right before he went to high school. You know how they got the summer leagues,
right?
Summer league basketball teams and stuff, right? So my son was on the one league that was in South Philly, and because that's when I was pregnant with Molly, so I had to be on bed rest, so I was at my mom's. My brother was a coach, so they would not let my son be on his team.
Okay.
So he's on the other team. My son's team is undefeated.
Okay.
My brother's team that he coaches only lost one game. So when they go to the finals, it's them two.
Right.
My son's team loses at the final. Timmy lost his motherfucking mind. He ain't want that. He ain't want nothing. He said, I don't want that. I said, listen, y'all was undefeated all season.
Right.
That's the trophy Uncle Nico got. I'm supposed to have one of them. It wasn't fair. I should have been on Uncle Nico's team anyway. Okay, I agree, son. I feel like you should have been on Uncle Nico's team too. But that was their policy. They didn't want Uncle Nico giving you special treatment, but you still did your shit on the other team.
Right.
But listen, us had to talk, and my brother felt bad. Because my brother felt bad too, like my nephew team been winning all season, and then they lose to us, and I'm the coach. Like my brother he couldn't even enjoy his win for his team because he feeling so bad for his nephew. And I mean, I'm laying it because I told you I was on bed rest, so I'm couch rest because I'm on the couch. I'm laying there trying to explain this shit without going in labor. I'm like, look. It wasn't meant for you to have, but that don't mean you be like that. Like he threw his trophy. I was like, yo, I don't want that. I said, yo, you out to get fucked up in here. I don't care what you talking about. Like, this ain't what we do. You ain't gonna always win. And if you're gonna lose to anybody, I'd rather you lose to him.
Right.
Because I know that you did your best, and I know had you been with him, yeah, it would have been that. But that's the way the league. And I'm like, we're not doing this because if this the way you gonna act, you can't play no more.
Right.
So don't even come next summer with the damn sheet because you ain't
Right.
gonna be able to play. And I don't give a shit if Uncle Nico coached 10,000 teams. You won't be on none of them. Like we have to nip that in the bud when you first recognize it. When you first recognize it, you have to let them. Hey.
Okay. She say people drag millennials for being the participation trophy generation, but truthfully, we were the first ones to be taught that winning is the only option. Being first at all times and putting importance of self rather than the whole has poisoned future generations of America. No, and whoever sat down there and put that on the millennials, they're false. Because our generation was the generation of everybody get a damn trophy.
But our generation was also this, and I know you all remember these words. It's not whether you win or lose; it's how you
play the game. It's how you play the game, right? Okay.
And people also got to keep in mind, being a former coach, volleyball, basketball, blah blah blah. A lot of these people have to keep in mind that a lot of these kids' mindsets come from them damn coaches that telling them if you lose, you're horrible, blah blah blah. We don't lose, and
they do got some.
And a lot,
because
a lot
remember
of that.
Back in the day, was some coaches was at that money like that, but now it's all of them,
right?
Because they know it's aligned to the money where you ain't supposed to be worried about no extra money. No way. Because most of them, first of all, they ain't supposed to be worried about no money even in college.
Right.
And we know that ain't the truth.
Right.
So the coaches is starting at middle and high school, seeing them extra dollars that they ain't even supposed to be thinking about.
And then not just the coaches, but you also got those parents who are living vicariously through their children.
Yep.
You know, they couldn't get on the team, so now they done they got their child on whatever team, whatever dance league, whatever, and so now you want your child to be you. You trying to sit down there and if this were me, I would do, and then so now you're coaching them on the sideline, along with
the coaches. You ain't even letting them coach
and carrying on, and it comes into that whole big old to do, you know. She said, if your mindset is that losing isn't an option, then most everything you do would be at 100 at all times, including being cocky with a deadly weapon or paying for a perfect test scores to get into elite colleges.
Oh, you better tell the truth and shame.
Now that one right there, baby. That one right there. Okay. Hold on.
I remember telling my kids because the sports stuff that I did, they didn't do. So I was never the one to try to choose what they were going to do. And the minute that they said that they wanted to do music, that made me nervous.
Okay.
Because I knew what the business did to people.
Right.
But I also remember always telling my kids, and I told Keisha Cole the most, because even though all of them were doing music, back then they was heavy on the grind. They was the one heavy on the grind, 2-3 shows a week, always in the studio, keeping their grades up and all of that stuff. But I remember telling them on so many occasions, the minute that this isn't fun anymore,
right?
The minute you feel like this ain't what you want to do, we stop. But I also taught them the same thing about obligations. When you say you're going to do something, your word will be everything in this business.
Right.
And I remember one time I know that I did not articulate that in a way that they should have heard it.
Okay.
I said that, and as an adult, we know what that means. But what wound up happening is one time Keisha had a deafening migraine and went on stage and never said nothing. But I could tell by the way her face looked, she still gave a bomb performance. But you know your kids.
Right.
And when she got off, I said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "My head hurts so bad, I feel like I'm about to pass out." We've been here all day. We done been to sound check. We done did all kinds of stuff. Why you ain't say nothing?
Right.
And she said, "Because Mom, you said sometimes once we give our word is everything. So the show gonna have to go on."
Right.
I said, yeah, but that don't mean kill your goddamn self. I could have went and got you some migraine medicine, some Excedrin, some something, and we could have seen what would have happened in a couple hours before it was time for you to actually go on stage.
Right.
You know, you and your sister look just alike. She could have did the whole damn song. They would have known that she was doing your parts.
Right.
You know, so I had to make sure, we have to make sure that when we teaching our kids things, we have to also make sure it's age appropriate too.
Right.
Because she didn't understand that I didn't mean kill your damn self.
Okay. I kept this up here because I think this is cute.
Okay.
I think Gen Z, as painful as they are to tolerate, have already started to recognize how toxic of an environment that they're growing up in, and are standing out front shouting for change towards acceptance, loving yourself, and focusing on self-care and the importance of mental health. Maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to teach their own children how to accept a loss and grow.
All right, Amy.
Okay, I like that. Well, see, here's the thing. You know, we've made it possible for this next generation to do that because we have brought stuff to the forefront as far as come on. I'm so sick of this mouse.
I think it's just StreamYard tonight because it kept taking me out the thing and then asking me, did I want to go live?
Right. Okay.
No, I don't want to go live. I'm already live somewhere else.
But we are you know, we have allowed certain conversations to come to the forefront now. So because we're in a space where conversations can be had in an open forum, you know, we have the Gen Z and the millennials and this, that, and the other who are able to say, okay, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Okay.
Yeah,
we need change. We need this. We need this. You know.
Some of the shit getting a little too sensitive too.
Yeah, now that's true. God help us. It really is.
Can't nobody say nothing no more.
Coaching is experiencing a reckoning in the last 20 years or so with hazing coming to light in addition to the physical and other abuse. Coaching is mentoring, not grooming. I like that because a lot of times that's what we end up having. And let's take that across the board because I want to take coaching to the alphabet community because that's basically what the mothers and the fathers of the houses are. You're grooming or mentoring, you know, your children. I like to say that I'm mentoring mine, and in some cases I am grooming them to be better citizens and to be better people. Okay. And you do that by example. You don't sit down there and bark orders, do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. You lead by example. Okay. And oftentimes, like when we saw with this fight here, all the time, a lot of this nonsense and carrying on, we have allowed too many things to become definites and definitives. You know what I'm saying? We're in a social media climate. We're in a reality show climate. And so we've allowed those kinds of behaviors to dictate community.
Right.
Okay.
Because they're seeing this stuff on TV.
Right.
And they thinking that's the way you're supposed to act. But nobody's explaining to them that the editing is a powerful thing, sweetheart.
Number one, the edit, but then the cleanup. No one is talking about what it costs to clean up. Okay, they got to pay for that shit. You go flipping over tables and carrying on, they have to pay for that.
And they have to understand, like, for real, most of these people are not friends in real life.
Right.
And you might get a couple who are, but 9 times out of 10, they get to come on these shows, and the producers are paid to set up messy ass situations and then put those people in the same vicinity.
Okay.
And then do sound bites and shit for things that we was just talking about this. If Ashley is still in here, Bougie Thrifter, she's still in here. That's Natural Woman. If she's still in here, we was just talking about this. We could be having a conversation and we talk about a movie, right?
Right.
And we don't like the lady in the movie, and I'll be like, ooh, I can't stand that bitch. But later on, when you get to see the show, Meech gonna say something, and then they're gonna put the sound bite in of me saying, I can't stand that bitch.
Right.
But we don't get to see the show until everybody else see the show.
Right.
So now he mad at me because he think I said I don't like his ass.
Right.
And I was talking about the goddamn fucking Cruella de Vil on 101 Dalmatians.
Sure you were.
Stupid. But and they're living on TV. They're living through. Look, she said, "Here, are you present and accounted for, baby sis?" Living through social media. You get some people who get to be on social media, you know, they're influencers. Everybody's an influencer now, honey. When everybody was a model, how the hell you get to be a model? Because you show all your ass on Instagram. But okay, sis, I ain't mad at you. Get your money. I ain't trying to stop nobody from getting no check. But you get to see, I don't like that young girls and young guys, you seeing the people on Instagram ain't got no clothes on and 10 tons of goddamn makeup, and you think that's how you supposed to walk out your goddamn door.
First and foremost, there's a difference between a model and a motto.
Oh, come on.
Okay, a model is a classy motherfucker that knows how to walk in 6-inch heels.
You better break it down, big bird.
Okay, a motto is a thought bitch that's butt naked on the internet.
That hoe over there?
That hoe over there. Okay, because what the reason is told is when the I is silent. It's MOTAIL because they showing tail on the internet.
Come on, break it down.
Okay, you know what?
Break it way down. Come on, Brown.
I'm trying to tell you. That's what it is. Me myself, I'm a model.
Oh, model citizen.
Yeah, I'm a model. I don't know about the citizenship, but yeah, I'm a model.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Didn't he know, Amy? He broke that all the way down, okay? For the people in the back that couldn't hear it.
You know,
for the people in the cheap seats, he broke it down for us.
And I don't have to show my thick thighs because Uncle Remus already, Clifford took care of that. So we're good.
Watch out now. Okay, on that now, I'm gonna take a commercial break.
And you guys, I'm gonna have to get ready. I'm gonna probably drop down to the comments because I do have to get up at 5 because I got.
You gonna drop down and get your eagle on? What?
I can drop down to get my eagle on.
I bet your eagle won't get back up.
Listen, but the getting back up part.
No, man.
Back up. But yeah, I'm gonna drop that because I gotta go ahead and finish getting ready, and I have to get up at like 5:30 to be at the airport at 6. But I love y'all though.
Okay, and you have a safe trip, and make sure you bring back a Philadelphia shot glass. I need that. It's missing on the shelf.
Oh, you want shot? Oh, okay. I'll bring back shot glass. I got you a Wawa cup. It's still sitting on the table. I don't know why I keep forgetting to give it to you.
What's a Wawa cup?
Wawa, you don't know what Wawa is?
Wawa,
what you mean? Like
Wawa? No,
it's like a quick trip type thing, like racetrack.
Quick trip racetrack and carrying on. They're
Wawa up there. Those Wawa.
The last time I went up there, I bought you back a cup. I just keep forgetting to give it to you. It's right in the living room too.
Okay, I know what Wawa is. I filled up on 6 at Wawa. I got you. All right.
You filled up. Bye, stupid.
Listen, when we come back, we're gonna go into CRT, the critical racial theory, honey. I haven't spoken about it here, but we're gonna talk about that when we come back. We'll be right back in a minute.
Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570. The time has come for you to experience Fierce Throttle, starring Miss Samantha Stevens Divinity, Miss Gigi Lavelle, Miss Scarletta Lavella Mafia Carmichael, and direct from Baltimore, Maryland, Miss Tania Lachey, and our very special guest, the one and only, the First Lady of Gospel, Ms. Helena Hologram. Friday, July 23rd, 2021, at the Magic Luxury Occasions, 2479 Riverdale Road, College Park, Georgia, in the Jamestown Plaza. For more information and tickets, call 404-914-5610. Come on out, son. It's time to get fabulous, darling, and fierce. Yes!
Have you you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in an FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. The views and opinions expressed here on Dishing Tea TV are strictly those of the hosts and guests of this program. They do not reflect the views and opinions or governing actions of any of the sponsors or affiliates of Dishing Tea Entertainment, Artist First Entertainment, Big Guy ENT, Atlanta Hot Radio, Black GDP TV, or Diversity TV. Your viewing and listening discretion is advised.
All right, and we are back. We're waiting for your boy David to come on back. Oh, just go. Okay, to come on back on the screen. Okay. So now, here we are. I want to go into the whole debate and debacle of CRT, or what they're calling the critical race theory that everybody has been debating about and trying to say it doesn't belong in our schools, and et cetera, okay? A lot of folks who are adversaries about this particular teaching feel as though that it is un-American. They feel as though that it is going against, what the framework of America is all about. For those of you who don't know what CRT is, they're saying critical race theory is a body of legal scholarship and an academic movement of civil rights scholars and activists in the United States that seek to critically examine U.S. law as it intersects with issues of race in the U.S. and to challenge mainstream American liberal approach to racial justice. Okay. So, let's get into it. Okay. Do y'all believe that CRT is needed? What is it that I say, what are the folks afraid of? Okay. Because a lot of stuff that I'm hearing about it, folks are like, well, no, you don't have to have that in our schools. You could teach that at home. If you feel as though that the history, you could teach that at home. Why are we teaching folks about this? And why are we examining our laws and making a race a thing? So again, I say that it's the folks who are in power that don't want to be exposed as to how the system is. When it's right here in black and white, everything is there. You can look at this. If it's not racially motivated, it is religious motivated. Okay, everything about our rules and things here in this particular country all center around Christian values. Okay, all center around supposedly the 10 Commandments. Okay, most of our laws that we have on the book has some kind of biblical reference or connotation. And if not a biblical or connotation, they're all filtered around race because of how blacks and other people in this country were seen at the time that a lot of these laws came into existence. And so over the time, instead of them changing or being amended and carrying on, they've only been redesigned and reinterpreted. But the way the law is written, most Black folks that carried on have always been up under the radar as far as, not being able to be equal or being afforded the benefits that the law says until recent times. So why is it that this is such an issue with the people? What say y'all? Amy says CRT is beyond necessary. Okay. Beyond necessary. Okay. It's so far beyond necessary to what necessary is not even a strong word. It should be mandatory. It should, this here ought to be required. Required. Okay.
But why do they have such an issue with telling our truth?
Exactly. Okay. Now they say here are the 5 components, the 5 tenets of CRT. These are 5 major components that they say that exist with the CRT. The notion that racism is ordinary and not aberrational. The idea of an entrance convergence rather. The social construct of race. The idea of storytelling and counter storytelling. And the notion that whites have actually been, wait a minute, why is this cut off? Hold on. This cut off. I don't know why, but let's get into this because I like it where this is going. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the piece where they broke down all 5 of these tenets. Okay, here we go. The notion that whites have actually been recipients of civil rights legislation, which they have been. They have been a lot of let's say for instance, affirmative action. Affirmative action was there. It was supposed to have been a tenet for African Americans to get ahead. However, affirmative action really benefited the white female.
Yeah.
Okay. It benefited the white female. And in benefiting the white female, it did nothing to upset her social construct as far as her marriage, her being a mother, being a wife, being, and carrying on. And it didn't disrupt her household, where because she was now considered a breadwinner carrying on, it didn't take away her husband out the house. And then for those who didn't have money, that also afforded them the luxury to get a federal assistance, through food stamps and carrying on. With their husbands still being intact, they didn't have to lose their husbands. As a matter of fact, for those who still have the husbands, most of them, the husband was the one who got the grant. It went in his name, not hers, because he was the leader of the household, the head of the house. With us, it was a detriment to our families because a man could not be in the house. If a woman had to go on welfare, she couldn't have a man, and so be it. If her children, she had male children, once they became of age or man size, then it became a problem and an issue, And I told y'all the story before, just recently, like within the last 5 years, I think it was, my nephew had to move out of my sister's house because she was receiving food stamps and things for the younger siblings, and because he was working, they told her, "Oh no, we're gonna cut your grant off because you got a man in the house and he could take care of you and your children because he has an income." That's what they tell my sister about her son. Right? She said, "Wait a minute. Number one, that's my son. That ain't my husband. Number two, he's his own. So, if he's his own man, he needs to get his own place." And that's basically what they told her. Yeah, and this is just 5 years ago. How about that?
So you basically gonna tell me that I gotta kick my own damn son out? Girl,
Basically.
kiss my entire ass.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I understand the sentiment of teaching race is what makes race a problem, but wholeheartedly disagree. Our country is experiencing a reckoning, and it must carry forward until every last citizen knows how true the true history of our nation. And you're right, because I think what is happening is that there's a lot of the pundits who are against this don't want to face their own history. They don't want to face their history. You understand? Because it goes back to whenever we talk about race and slavery and this, that, and the other, and what happened in this particular country. You hear a lot of the pundits that sit up there and say, "I'm so sick of y'all talking about that. That was over 400 years ago. Why do we always talk about slavery? Get over it." No, we can't.
And no,
As
and we
much
shouldn't
as
have
we
to.
would like to, as much as we would like to, as much as we would like to move forward and get over so quickly, we can't, because everything about our laws, everything about our treatment, everything about how you view me, everything about how generations that came after slavery sees the world, it has always been through the eyes of how they were taught from slavery. Let's take Paula Dean. Okay, let's go to Paula Dean. The reason why I bring her up is because she lied. Oh, I never used the word bitch. Stop. Yes, the fuck you did. And you used it when you was a kid because you had no choice. That was your household. That's what you grew up around. How interesting that you was able to compare somebody to a skillet. Oh, you're just as black as that skillet. Okay. And thought that that was okay because that there was just it was just a part of their culture. When it's a part of the culture, just like we were just talking about earlier, about all this damn fighting that we have just normalized and stuff. Okay, we said this is normalized for LGBT and the alphabet children, and then just across the board, where we have normalized this social media type of behavior. Okay, where
Yeah.
I'm gonna say reality TV. Okay, type of shit. Okay. Oh shit! Wait a minute. I talk for a minute. I gotta take this. This is my son's grandmother.
All right. Well, guys, we got to keep in mind that this goes a whole lot deeper than what a lot of people even want to begin to comprehend and talk about. I mean, when you want to get into the nitty gritty, I mean, a lot of the things. Let's look back about all those people who back in the day, because we were African Americans, we couldn't get patents. We couldn't go to the patent office and get a patent for this and that. And I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of things that were invented by people of color. Come on here, somebody. Education is knowledge, but they never got credit for it because at one point in time in this nation's history, black people weren't allowed to hold patents on nothing. 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 So then, therefore, their families and generations after them, they weren't blessed with being able to get some of the blessings from the patents because they never got them. I mean, for those who did get them, just think about all the ones who didn't get the opportunity. Even down when you talk about affirmative action, which kind of like coincides with Title IX. And a lot of the civil rights legislations and things of that nature did include um, non-people of color. I'll put it that way because I don't want to be politically incorrect. But bitch, y'all know I ain't politically correct about anything. So I think, like Amy said, I think that it's way long overdue. And people will say, well, y'all still talk about it. And a lot of times we still talk about it because y'all don't talk about it. Y'all just think that because it's written, then so it is and so it shall be. But just like Meech was saying, and I know Amy and us, we talked about this before, a lot of the laws and legislations and shit is so damn old and so freaking outdated that it's pitiful. So I think CRT, well, what Amy said, CRT would expose the system, which which will expose the unfair laws, which will lead to the discovery of how they were passed, which will lead to the outing the deep greed and selfishness in our corrupt government. Woo, you better say that. Even feminists got hijacked by a white woman and proceeded through that. Yeah, it's they say it's the. let's look at it. I mean, we can go back to um, I don't even know what they call them now. They changed names so much. Um, I'm old, so you not still call them Native Americans, but they're indigenous people now. Slavery not really old either. Look at I believe it's the 13th, baby. No matter how you slice it, it's gonna come up peanuts because it. I mean, whether you working whether you one of them children that they bring over here from these other countries which are still non-Americans and they have you working 15, 16, 17 hours a day and they give you $2 a day. But slavery is still alive and well, no matter how you want to slice it. Plain and simple.
Let me take a pause.
Gotta call Jeff on whatever going on.
We walk by faith and not by sight. I have to hold on to that, Jesus. I got to hold on to that. I got to hold on to that. I got to hold on to that. Yesterday, I put up on my wall that I need my praise warriors because y'all know I don't like to say that I pray anymore because I always say it was when praises go up that blessings come down, and I say I need my praise warriors so that blessings can shower down on my baby. Y'all know my son has been incarcerated. We're still waiting to go to trial, and on the 20th of this month, it's been 2 years that we've been dealing with this, and he still has not gone to trial. Last week, he texted me. He said, could you call down here because I need to go to the doctor and they're not coming to get me. He said, I'm having difficulty breathing. I'm having chest pains. And I can't sleep. And when I wake up, I got this burning in my chest. And I said, do you feel like it's acid reflux? And he said, yeah. I said, okay. I said, but you got chest pains, honey, and hard to breathe. In the outside world, that's automatic. You know, if you're in the hospital, you go because that's duress. I called down there. I'm told, well, we'll look into it. Okay. That was last week, Tuesday, whatever. He called, time that went by, and he texted me again. He said, I still ain't gone to the doctor. Could you call down here? They ain't came and got me yet. I said, what you mean they ain't came and got you yet? He said, they ain't never came. So I called again. I said, listen, now, I'm getting scared because my son is having difficulties breathing and he's having chest pains and he's not seen a doctor yet. Again, well, we'll look into it. Then I had to ask him, I said, well, listen, how y'all sending me the bill for the ambulance when y'all picked him up from there? And I was told, oh, well, perhaps that he gave his home address and not the address here. I said, that don't even make no damn sense. Y'all picked him up from the jail. How in the hell is he going to give a home address when he got picked up from jail? Okay. So, all right. They told me I could send the bill down there to them and they'll take care of it. Yesterday, when I put this up here, because I had got a call from his grandmother to tell me that my baby has been in the hospital. And yesterday, she said the day before yesterday. So that would have made that, wait a minute, yesterday was Friday. So that would have made that, wait a minute, today's Saturday. We talked
Right.
yesterday. That would have made that Wednesday. Okay. That my baby has been in the hospital on a ventilator. I said, a ventilator? Being on a ventilator ain't never good. It's two reasons why you're on the ventilator. Either one, you can't breathe on your own, or two, they have to induce a coma in order to work, you know? And she says, they won't tell me anything over the phone. Uh, she said they won't tell me anything. That's my other son. I'm gonna call him back in a minute. They won't tell me anything over the phone. And I said, okay. Uh, um, but his biological father and brother were gonna go down. Okay. And I'm like, okay. They were supposed to go down today. She just now called me when I took this call to say they telling her we doing everything that we possibly can, but his vitals and everything are too low. They're not letting anybody in to see him. Because that's not my biological child and his dad that went down there, whatever, me going down there, they're not going to give me no kind of information. Because he had put his grandmother as the immediate point of contact as the phone number, right? How this woman just said this to me, I'm trying not to take on her emotion, because I'm trying to sit down here and say, okay, he just got to a point. Oh, wait. Jesus, I can't do this. I can't do this. Yes, I can. 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 We can do this. We can do this. But she said they told her we're doing all that we can. And usually when people say we're doing all that we can, that's in the, but I'm one of those miracle children, honey, so I know what that is. I was there, and they had to call my mother, and they told her they're doing all that they can because they were losing me on the table. So I know what this is. I know how it looks. But we walk by faith and not by sight. My baby only 30 years old, y'all. My baby only 30 years old. And he caught up in some bullshit. He caught up in some bullshit trying to be in love with a motherfucker. God, I know you hear me. And whatever your will is, let it be done. If it means taking him on up out of here, if it means that, because that's best, then prepare me and give me the strength to handle this. He only 30. And now I'm kicking myself in the ass because he just before all this, he just asked me, when you gonna come back down here and see me? And I can't have that haunt me. I can't have that. I can't have that haunt me. Because I went down there. I just went down there, what, last month, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I went down. And he know I hate going down there because they only give us 30 minutes. And it's just like watching him here. I don't get to touch him. I don't get to see him. It ain't like it is on TV when he on the other side of the wall or whatever, or the window. I'm watching him on the fucking TV screen.
Oh, wow.
And I got to talk to him on the phone looking in the TV screen. And so they used to have the timer on there where you know how much time you got left. But you don't even know that no more. It just, when it's over, it's done, and it's done, it just cuts the fuck off. Okay. And you want to know why CRT needs to be taught? Because I really and truly believe they can't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear no bullshit. I truly believe the reason why they stopped or were slow with reacting to my child is because of the nature of his charges. Okay. For those of y'all who don't know, my son is up against some real serious charges. The charges are aggravated child sexual assault, sodomy, and they added a third charge, Georgia Code 166-5B. And that is enticing a child to do indecent acts. The nature of the case is his boyfriend has 3 kids. The eldest was 14 at the time, is his stepson. The allegations are that the stepson has been sexually assaulted by his dad. He implicated Kiera's. And so we have been going on this roller coaster of an up and heel battle with all what's going on. They come to find out that the child had been sexually active or what they believe to be sodomized since he was 12. My son didn't know them at that time. Okay? So, wait a minute. This is his grandmother. Talk to the people for me. I'll be right back.
You know, God, I just want y'all to do me a favor and just keep me lifted up in prayer, because if any of you ever had a run-in with the court system, it's never easy, because the sad part about it is some charges in this country were supposedly innocent until proven guilty, but unfortunately, depending on the nature of the charge, sometimes your ass is I ain't no shade. Sometimes your ass is proven guilty before they even check and see your innocence. So it's But I told you guys a story about me um, being on the other side of the walls for 45 days. Uh, being a parent myself, something like that um, has to hit you, whether your child is of that age or not. It would begin to make you begin to think, especially if you have a, and not just this, but especially if you have a man child, and you have a man child that may be of color. Let me tell y'all something. If we have ever in this space at this particular point in time, if we've ever needed the Lord before, whomever your higher calling is, we most definitely sure do need him now. We need to keep our young brothers, our sisters, our counterparts. We need to keep everybody up in prayer because, mm-mm, like I say, being a parent, whew, being a parent, being a biological parent, or being a parental figure in somebody's life is not a y'all excuse me for 1 second. It's not an easy thing um to do, because I know for a fact, because I know my Bristol, I know for a fact that they're not his biological, that's not his biological son, but that's his son. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just asking that we all make sure we keep Meech and his son in our prayers. Pray for strength for him and his son. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real. This him just telling me the situation. It has just instantly. Excuse my language, y'all. Y'all know I love God, but I ain't been saved all of my life. Him telling me that just instantly pissed me off with the system. Period. Because y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Woo, do. This little situation right here. This young man, 30 years old, has been complaining of his condition for a minute. I don't, y'all. I don't. That thing they call the goddamn system. Depending on what kind of charges they have for you, will determine. Um, I just think sometimes they just have your ass guilty. Once they get the charges, they just automatically have your ass guilty, no matter what. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This is um touching me a lot more than, as a parent. It's impossible to be a parent and not feel the pain of another parent when something of this magnitude happens. And Mish made a very valid point that we need to he's asking God to prepare him for whatever his will is. And a lot of times we have a tendency to forget that. We ask God to, God, whatever your will is, let it be done. Blah 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 blah. But a lot of times we ask for that. But certain things. Look, certain things in life. I don't care who you are. I don't care how saved you are. I don't care how sanctified you are. I don't care how Holy Ghost filled you are. Um, Certain things you just cannot prepare for. You know. Um, I don't know, y'all. What say you? I mean, I don't. To see my breasts up here crying and feeling feeling the pain of the grandmother, um and to be a parent and to be in a place where there's nothing you can do. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, it's not. I know when I lost my daughter 2 years ago, not an easy process. um and then we could just think that so many things just may be going through Meech's mine right now. I don't know, y'all. I love my brother. I love you guys. I love you. Hey, natural. You know, I just want us to all just especially for us, for those of us who are parents, let's just keep in mind that this, none of us are exempt from being in this situation. I pray to God that none of us are ever, 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 ever in life put in this situation. And I know Meech. I know how Meech is about his kids. Trust me, I know exactly how he is and how he loves his kids as a parent, not a gay parent, not a this. He loves his kids. He loves his kids as a parent should love their kids, and I love him for that. I love his energy. So y'all, please keep Meech and the families in prayer. And like you said, by him not being biological, um, certain things he um it's just not an easy thing to prepare yourself for. I'm a ooh, Jesus. Well, I'm hope. Just pray for him. Meet his son and his grandmother. This conversation is going on for a while. I'm just praying for their best. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So we went from the CRT to, whew, well, guys. I don't know what to I think we should um call this a night. I really think we should give Meech some time to gather his thoughts. And I just think at this particular point in time, it may not be the best space for him to be. I think we should give him some time to gather his thoughts and get himself together and send up a word of prayer, send prayers to him and his family for strength, understanding, and knowledge in this, and comfort in this time of need. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Well, I think it would be wise for us to just go ahead and give Meech some space and do the show later. So you guys, I don't know if he's gonna be on tomorrow or not, but guys, I'm gonna get off here because I'm gonna have to send up some timber for my Bristol. I love you guys. Y'all be good. This was Edition T. Meech may be back, but I'm out because I need to get on these knees and do some prayers. I love you guys. Be good and remember, there's nothing that's gonna happen within the day's time that God and you cannot handle. I'm out.
Shut it down.
Huh?
Shut it down.
All right, wait a minute.
Derek has done just due diligence. Shut it down. And I need you to doggone reflect on you. It is time for you to stop thinking about everybody else for a moment and take time to yourself right now. Shut it down.
All right. All right. All right. I can't even end it.
No.
Uh,
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Big Meech Dish and Tea, I'm the Big Red Fella, Auntie Nikki. We are going to end this evening on a positive note. Y'all keep my man in prayer, keep his son in prayer. We're all going through some trials and tribulations, but right now I need y'all to come around him and let him know right now that he has a family here in this media world. Meech, I need you to doggone go ahead and shut it down. Go ahead, turn it off. Good night, and we'll be back to all our schedule. Meech, shut it down. Share what I said Sundays. We'll see you soon.